Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th Canto, Chapter 15, Text 28. Sadvarga Sanjama Kanta Sarva Niyama Chodana Tadanta Jadi No Jogana Boheyu Samo Boha Sadvarga Sanjama Kanta Sarva Niyama Chodana Tadanta Jadi No Joga Aboheyu Samo Boha Sadvarga Sanjama Kanta Sarva Niyama Chodana Tadanta Jadi No Joga Nabhaheyu Samabha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Ritualistic ceremonies, regulatory principles, austerities, and the practice of yoga are all meant to control the senses and mind. But even after one is able to control the senses and mind, if he doesn't come to the point of meditation upon the Supreme Lord, all such activities are simply labor in frustration. Narada Muni Kuchanti. One may argue that one may achieve the ultimate goal of life, realization of the super soul, by practicing the yoga system and ritualistic performances according to the Vedic principles, even without staunch devotion to the spiritual master. The actual fact, however, is that by practicing yoga, one must come to the platform of meditating upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As stated in the scriptures, Dhyana vastita tadagatina manasa pasyanti jam yoginaha. A person in meditation achieves the perfection of yoga practice when he can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By various practices, one may come to the point of controlling the senses, but simply controlling the senses doesn't bring one to a substantial conclusion. However, by staunch faith in the spiritual master and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one not only controls the senses, but also realizes the Supreme Lord. Jasya devi para bhaktir jatha devi tatha guru tasiti kathita yatha prakasanti mahatmanaha. Only unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual master are all the imports of the Vedic knowledge automatically revealed. Shvetashveta Upanishad. It is further stated, Tusyayam sarva bhutatma guru susrusaya and taranti agyo anjo bhavarnavam agyo bhavarnavam. Simply by rendering service to the spiritual master, one crosses the ocean of nations and returns home back to Godhead. Thus he gradually sees the Supreme Lord face to face and enjoys life in association with the Lord. The ultimate goal of yoga is to come in contact with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Unless this point is achieved, one so-called yoga practice simply labor without any benefit. Here, Narada Muni says, ritualistic ceremonies, regulatory principles, austerities, and the practice of yoga are all meant to control the senses and mind. But even after one is able to control the senses and mind, if it doesn't come to the point of meditation upon Supreme Lord, all such activities are simply labor in frustration. As a Mahajan, bona fide Mahajan, Sadhu, Guru, Narada Muni says this thing. Very valuable instruction. Very valuable instruction. The most conclusive statement is this. Right. Even after one is able to control the senses and mind, if it doesn't come to the point of meditation upon the Supreme Lord, all such activities are simply labor in frustration. You understand? Indravya param manaha manasata para buddhi ja buddhi tutarata saha. Indriyanam manaschasmi. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, this mind is most important thing. Mind is the best of all indriyas, you see. Mind is superior to all other indriyas. Mind is the chief indriya, chief senses. If mind is controlled, mind is fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna, automatically all other senses will be controlled and will be engaged in the service of Krishna. If the mind is not fixed, if the mind is not controlled, you cannot control your senses. That's a fact. And how the mind can be controlled? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Manmana bhava. Think of me. This mind's activity, willing, feeling, desiring. This mind's activity. Sankalpa, vikalpa, acceptance and rejection. This mind's activity. This mind should be fixed at the lotus feet of Krishna. Hari Guru Charana Upasana Strong. This is weapon to control the mind. Hari Guru Charana Upasana Strong. You must fix your mind at the lotus feet of Hari under the guidance of a Guru. Gurudev teaches this thing. Guru is Mukunda Prestha. Gurudev, spiritual master, is a pure devotee, very dear, intimate associate of Krishna. Known as Mukunda Prestha, dear to Lord Mukunda. And Lord Mukunda, the Supreme Lord, listens to him, whatever he says. His dear associate, very intimate associate, Guru. If someone disobeys Guru, disregards Guru, how can he think of the Supreme Personality of Godhead? How can he meditate upon him? His all beautiful form. Cannot meditate. Krishna will never come to his meditation, to his mind. Go away. That's a fact. That's a fact. So without devotion to Guru, one cannot control his senses and mind. No, impossible. Cannot be. Those who are impersonalists, they try to control their mind and senses by practicing the Ashtanga Yoga, Pranayama Yoga, Dhyana Dharana Samadhi. But in actuality, in practical sphere, they cannot concentrate their mind. Their concentration is very little, high. It fluctuates. Mind is the nature of the mind. Chanchalai mana Krishna pramati balabadrudham tasyam nigrahumanni vayuriva suduskaram. In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna has said this thing. So the great warrior Arjuna. When Krishna says about this control of the mind, Arjuna says it's impossible. control this mind. As it is impossible to check the motion of the wind through your hand. Similarly, it's impossible to control this fickle mind, obstinate, fickle, disobedient mind. It's quite impossible. Asansay mahabaho mano durnigraham chalam abhyasena tumamdaya vairagyam sagriyati. Krishna admitted, yes, whatever you say, that's a fact. This mind is so obstinate, so fickle, very difficult to control. Still, there is a way. Abhyasena tumamdaya vairagyam sagriyati. Practice vairagya, renunciation, detachment, attachment to Krishna. Then it will be possible that Krishna has instructed. And that cannot be achieved without devotion to Guru. Without devotion to Guru. No? Without devotion to Guru, one cannot achieve that stage to control one's Hari Guru Charana Seva, Upasanastram, Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the weapon. Hari Guru Charana Upasana. Guru Charana Upasana. Serving Guru. Completely surrendering oneself to the lotus feet of Guru. And by the achievement of Guru Krupa, if Guru Dev is pleased, through your service, Guru Dev is pleased, then Krishna will be pleased. And your mind can be very easily fixed with the lotus feet of Krishna. Otherwise, you cannot fix your mind at the lotus feet of Krishna. Krishna will get away from the mind. Because you have committed offense. That's aparadh. That's aparadh. That's aparadh. Offense. And this question is always answered. This is raised for many, many years. One has stayed in Matha, in ashram, in Guru's ashram, in temple, associating with the sadhus, Vaishnavas, listening to Harikatha, and also is engaged in so many services, rendering so many services. Still, why? He is not making any progress in the spiritual path. Why? No progress at all. That question is raised. In answer to it, it is said that that person is not a simple-hearted person. Not a simple-hearted. He is just outwardly doing all these things. Just outwardly doing. Staying in the temple, in ashram for so many years and rendering so many services. Engaged in so many activities, that is to render. This activity is such a great worker, great devotee, great servant. He is doing so much service. But in his heart, he is not at all simple. He is not at all simple. There is duplicity, complexity, or crookedness in his heart. Therefore, he cannot make any progress in spite of all such things. And cannot make any progress in the spiritual path. The devotion is not increased. That Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhu has said in Bhakti Sandarbha. In Bhakti Sandarbha he has said this thing. That I was telling you yesterday, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, became the messenger of the Pandavas. Pandavas are so dear devotees of Krishna. So Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, became their messenger. He went to the court of Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra, you see, and Duryodhana invited Krishna to take food there. He prepared so many food. But Krishna didn't go there, never touched it. No. Because Duryodhana was not a simple-hearted person, a crooked person, duplicitous person. There is a duplicity in him. He's not a simple-hearted, never a Vaishnava, in other words. Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj said, simplicity is a Vaishnavism. Simplicity is a Vaishnavism. One who is not simple is never a Vaishnava. Though outwardly he may be posing himself as a Vaishnava, but if there is no simplicity in his heart, he is never an actual Vaishnava. You understand? This is the most important thing. This is the most important thing. That Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj said, that Srila Jiva Goswami has said. So, one should be simple. One should give up this duplicity. One who is not simple, he cannot accept Guru as dear. Mukunda Prishta is very dear, intimate personality, associate of Krishna. He cannot accept. He accepts Guru as an ordinary human being. Acharya Mangbijanya nav manyet garichi, na mritya buddhyasvita sarvadeva moya Guru. Krishna says to Uddhava, that Guru, that Acharya, who teaches by his own example, his Acharya is my manifestation. Acharya Mangbijanya nav manyet. Don't think him, consider him as an ordinary human being. Matswarup. Sarvadeva Maya Guru, all the demigods are manifested there in the person of Guru, in the body of Guru. Because he is a dear devotee of Krishna, Shuddha Bhakta, pure devotee, very intimate. Even Krishna himself serves him, as Krishna served the Pandavas, became their messenger. Bhakta Bhaktiman. Krishna is known as Bhakta Bhaktiman. Bhakta is known as Bhagavat Bhaktiman. Krishna is always seeking opportunity how to serve his pure devotee. It is said unnoticeably, Krishna follows his pure devotee to take some dust of his lotus feet. It is said unnoticeably. Bhakta Vatsala Bhagavan, Aham Bhakto Paradhina, Aswatantra Vadija. Krishna said, though he is supremely independent, his supreme personality of God, nobody is equal to him, he is superior to him. Still, he says, I am subordinate to my devotee. Aham Bhakto Paradhina, he says. I am subordinate to my devotee. Bhakta ama bandhyache hruday vitare. That devotee has bound me off with the rope of love in his heart. Though I am supremely independent, though I am all-powerful, almighty, but I have no power to break that bondage. The bondage of love, you see. Yes, Krishna, his Bhakta Vatsala is very dear to his devotee. It's very dear to his devotee. If someone commits some offense to such a devotee, how can Krishna be pleased? How can Krishna be meditated upon? How can Krishna come to his mind? Never, never. No, not at all possible. That Narada Muni says here. All Mahajanas, all Shastras have said so. Someone doesn't do anything, no sadhana, no yoga sadhana, no Ashtanga Yoga, Pranayam or meditation, and doesn't do anything, only render service unto Guru with simple heart and pleases him. He gets the full mercy of Krishna. And he can see Krishna everywhere. Krishna is always visible before him, because he has got the mercy of Guru. You understand? Guru Krupa. Mercy of Guru is very, very powerful. Most important thing. It's a very powerful thing. That is stated here. And many people are coming, and many devotees are here in the matha, in the ashram, for so many years, listening to Harikatha. But really, in whose ears Harikatha is entering? How many are hearing? That's a question. That's a question. One who is really simple-hearted person, no complexity, no duplicity, never thinks the spiritual master as an ordinary human being. He listens. Harikatha enters into his ear. Otherwise, though outwardly he may be sitting, may be hearing, but he is not hearing. Harikatha is not entering into his ears. No, never. Because he is not a simple-hearted person. He is a duplicitous person. He is crooked-hearted. Heart is crooked. He is engaged in politics. Not a simple-hearted person, not a Vaishnava at all. In other words, we may say. You understand? That Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj also said. Same thing. All Mahajanas have said. Maya is so strong. Daivihesa gunamayi mama maya. Drattaya. Very difficult to overcome Maya. In so many ways, so many forms, it's coming to us and attracting us. We are attracted towards Maya, really. We are not attracted towards Krishna. Because we are not simple-hearted persons. We are crooked persons. The moment there will be no protector, we have no protector, then that is the most dangerous moment. Most dangerous moment. Everybody will be your enemy at that moment. Who will protect you? Krishna is the only protector. Krishna meena raksha karta ar keho na. Krishna is the only protector. But Krishna protects whom? Krishna protects whom? Krishna protects the Vaishnavas, the Bhaktas, devotees. Those who are real devotees, real Vaishnavas, those are simple-hearted persons. Krishna never protects such outwardly posing persons. Those are posing as Vaishnavas, but crooked persons, politicians. Krishna protected Pandavas. Krishna didn't protect the Kauravas, the Duryodhanas. The duplicitous persons. You understand? So, if someone is not a simple-hearted person, he cannot listen to Harikatha. He cannot, though outwardly posing, cannot associate with the Vaishnava, sadhu. He cannot. Harikatha will never enter into his ear. He cannot really serve sadhu or guru. No. You understand? And he is attracted towards Maya, is captured by Maya. Is captured by Maya. You understand? This is the most important thing. Here, Also, there are many hypocrites are also there in this material world. Those who are posing themselves as sadhus, Vaishnavas also, and speaking Harikatha, they are hypocrites. They are not real devotees. They may be very pandits, great pandits, very learned scholars, but they have no devotion, pure devotion. So they cannot speak really Harikatha. If someone listens to them, devotion, bhakti will never arouse. You see, sarpachista jatha payaha. Paya, milk is a very good thing. If a serpent touches it, it becomes poisonous. If someone will drink that milk, it will never get the benefit of drinking milk. Poisonous effect. Similarly, this Harikatha comes out through the lips of a non-Vaishnava, a Vaishnava, a duplicitous person, not really Vaishnava, devotee. The heart is not pure, the heart is not simple. A crooked-hearted person, if he speaks Harikatha, never be Harikatha. If someone listens to it, will never get that benefit of listening to Harikatha. That's stated. So, one must be very, very careful. People come here with this simple heart. First they were simple. They had come here to associate with real sadhus, Vaishnavas, and develop, make some progress in spiritual path of devotional service. But why? Later on, why? They fall down. Why? That purpose was baffled. That's the question. In answer to it, it is stated that such people associate with some non-devotees. They have not really given their attention to listen to Harikatha from a pure devotee. They have listened to the Asat Katha, the topics related to sense gratification or politics. Or at the time of listening they have become inattentive. Their mind is thinking of something else. Thereby they have committed some aparadh, offenses. Do you understand? So they cannot listen to Harikatha. Harikatha doesn't enter into their ear. In other words, these people have developed now duplicity. They are away from simplicity now. They are no longer called a simple person, simple-hearted person. They are crooked persons. Their heart is now occupied with duplicity, with crookedness now. They have become very complex now, isn't it? They were simple, but now they are different. They never accept now things with the simple way, with simple heart. The heart is changed now by the association of such persons who are offenders, who are non-devotees, who are hypocrites. This is the result of their association. You understand? This is the result of their association. So, this instruction is there. Be simple. As simple as a child. Give up all your complexity, all your crookedness. Become simple. As simple as a child. then very silly you can develop these qualities of Vaishnava. And you'll get the mercy of Sadhu Guru. And you can really serve them. And in other words, you'll get the mercy of Krishna. Jasya prasadat bhagavad prasad. But if you are a complicated person, duplicate, crooked person, crooked-hearted person, you cannot make any progress in this path of devotion. Do you understand? You cannot make any progress. Those who are such persons, they outwardly pose themselves as sannyasis, Vaishnavas, but they are like demons. They are devotees, like Ravana. When came to kidnap Sita, he came as a sannyasi, you see. Came as a sannyasi, you see. But is a hypocrite. He kidnapped Sita. Such persons are many persons are like there in nowadays. You see, real sadhu is very rare. And people are associating with them, accepting them as sadhus. Therefore, they become crooked. Their simplicity vanishes. You understand? First they were simple. Now by the association of hypocrites, they have changed. They become crooked now. So they cannot make any progress. You see, they cannot make any progress. Though they pose to hear Harikatha, the Harikatha will never enter into their ear. No. Their mind is diverted, thinking so many things, you see. Never. So one must be very careful about this. So all the Mahajanas, all sadhus, all acharyas have given us this thing. Be simple. Give up your crookedness. Be simple. Yes?
Is simplicity also meant in the verse 1866 where Krishna says, give up all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me?
Yes. Complete surrender means one cannot make complete surrender unless he is simple. Therefore, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaj says simplicity is Vaishnavism. Real Vaishnava is very simple. When he is simple, he is Vaishnava. It's a duplicated person, complex person, a non-simple. The heart is not simple, it's crooked. Though outwardly he may pose himself a great Vaishnava, he is a great demon, great hypocrite. He is not at all Vaishnava. You understand? And such people are many. Yes?
And what can such a person do to become simple again, or to become somebody who's crooked?
If he is fortunate, he can serve a pure Vaishnava, giving up all his vanity, all his pride, false ego, everything. Be Trunadapi Sunicha. Humble, become humble as a blade of grass, straight, and serve such a Vaishnava, Mahabhagavata. If you get his mercy, then it is possible, otherwise not possibility. No possibility at all. No, not at all. You understand? Not at all. So, Narada Muni says the same thing. That person cannot accept Guru as very dear Mukunda Preshta. He accepts Guru as an ordinary human being. He is like us. How can he get benefit? How can he meditate upon Krishna? No. Krishna will never come to his meditation. And many are writing also letters. First I was meditating nice and see how is it that I cannot see, I cannot meditate. What happened to me? I committed offense, abroad. then Krishna gets away from your meditation. You will never come to it in meditation. You cannot. You understand? This is the only reason. Only reason. So, this is the instruction of Narada Muni. Wow. Hari Hari.